Hi, welcome back to my channel, and I've been a bit AWOL recently. I apologize because I've been a bit busy at work, and also I've been catching up on pop culture and all sorts of stuff like that. It's just too much Drag Race, and I know I haven't been really reviewing my drag races recently, but I think a lot of people have been doing it a lot better than me, including my friend Wilma Fingedu, the girls at IMHO, all the other drag queens, so you don't really need to listen to me recap every single episode. But today I thought I'd just do a roundup of the top 5 drag race things that have been tickled my fancy recently, alright? And I just permed my hair so it's a little bit messy, and I can do a little bit of a spit curl like that. Like Eureka or something, I don't know. And I'll be doing a ketamine inspired look today, alright? To celebrate our winner of Down Under, alright? And if that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell while you're at it, alright? I'll see you in a bit. Alright, browser gone, let's get right into this. I'm going to try to do some new techniques today, and I'm probably going to try to do it almost exactly the way Ketamine does hers. So on Drag Race itself, she does forehead first, okay, and she has really intense contour. I think I remember. If I can find a still, I'll put it up here. But yeah, and her eyebrows are really arched, and her crease is also really up there. It's really good drag, and it's really beats, and it's a classic Ketamine face. If you saw the makeover challenge, you could tell that she has her face down pat. Yeah, you couldn't tell the difference who was a makeover and who was a makeoveree. Makeoveries? Ovary. Number 1 on my list would be Ketamine winning Drag Race Down Under, and all the other shenanigans that Drag Race Down Under got us. It was really quite painful to watch, I must admit. Even near the end, I kind of like hate watched it. Ketamine was really the only winner that made sense, okay? I don't think it would have been fair to let Art Simone win because she had already been eliminated. And I think Scarlett Adams and Karen from Finance... Well, Scarlett Adams has a whole bunch of baggage. And Karen from Finance, I think probably going on the show was not the best decision for her, because I think she probably showed that she wasn't as versatile as RuPaul likes her glamazons to be. Alright, use milk today. I actually haven't done makeup for a while. Yeah, so Scarlett Adams, as we said, had a bit of this baggage, right? She was called up for doing blackface. You know, everyone's just calling her blackface, but she also did yellowface and brownface and all sorts of other very insensitive acts, okay? And apparently it wasn't even that long ago. It's not like 8 years ago. It was like 2018 or 2019. That was like 3 years ago. Okay, so she should have known better. And you know, on the week it came out, she posted an apology. She even had an interview with, some people of color and some indigenous queens and everything. But after that, nothing. Okay, so it felt so performative that that's all she did during that time, and I don't see her campaigning for Black Lives Matter or anything since then. She's just been soaking up her wins and everything. So it just did feel a bit performative and really icky. Okay, just leaves a pretty bad taste in your mouth. So I think Ketamine was really the only winner possible. Okay, I'm gonna go in the beige rainbow and everything. I'm gonna try using a whole bunch of my Juvia's Place. Remember, I bought all these Juvia's Place shade sticks. So I'm going to be trying to use these to build up my face. Okay, let's go in with Namibia, which is really dark. Let's see if this will go as a contour. Okay, so see my beige rainbow. Okay, Ketamine's contour is really heavy also. Well, you're not probably going to see very much of that because of my wig. Tokyo, which is the lightest shade. And then something in the middle, this is like Luxor. This is a contouring exercise. I'm gonna blend out the lights first. Okay, and I'm gonna be using my concealer. Alright, and today I'm gonna be using my Manny's palette again, the Life's a Drag palette. I'm gonna try this palette out one more time. This time using the neutrals, okay? I'm gonna draw my Ketamine crease, okay? And the crease goes kind of like really out like that, right from the nose. It kind of like does a nose funnel thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna be using some neutral colors now. Just on a fluffy brush. I'm gonna be using, I think, Sickening. Okay, yeah, so I'm not really sure where Drag Race Down Under went wrong. A lot of things about it were off. I think even Rue didn't really seem so invested in the girls. And the way they tried to make it resemble an American season was really quite, I think it really worked against their favor. And the way they would make fun of Americans, like Art Simone's commercial, okay, where she was doing this whole thing about Yanks, they were trying to appeal to an American audience, not to an Australian audience. And you can tell the difference between that and Drag Race España, where they don't care about the foreign audience. They're really showcasing the Queen and showcasing Spanish culture. Right? That is what I think Australia should have done. They really should have really went in and not eliminated their indigenous queens first and really showcased the breadth and, of Australian drag queens. Not just the famous ones who Americans already know, like, Art Simone and Karen from Finance. Okay, so that's a faint crease there. I'm going to use a denser brush now. I'm going to go in with Mug. Yeah, so not sure if they're going to have a season 2, but if they did, I think they have a lot of lessons to learn from the first season. For one, they might want to hold auditions. Apparently this time all they did was get one of the crew members to Instagram message, DM people on Instagram and hope that they reply. So probably a lot of queens didn't respond to that. Okay, so this looks a little bit crazy, but I gotta trust the process. The thing about Keithamin's eye makeup here is that she always has a very soft blend. Okay, so I'm going to go in with All Tea, which is a bit of a softer color to just soften this up here and brighten it up. Now I'm just going to set forehead. I'm going to draw in Keithamin's brows, okay? So her brows are very arched. It's almost like the outline, like her lips, okay? Very cartoony. So I'm going to be using the black, okay, called Shady. And this free hand, I'm going to draw this brow, the underside of this brow. Fill that in with brown. All right, okay, I'm just going to clean that up a little bit off camera. I'll be right back. So I cleaned up a bit under the brows, powdered and intensified that crease a little bit more. I'm going to just pop this shirt off. Oh shit, good. My makeup over it. Oh, this is my October Snatch shirt. That's me, October Snatch. Okay, now, where was I? Okay, let's go in with the eye, under eye now. Just going to use my NYX. Okay, she has a under eye that go all the way around. So I'm going to pop that underneath. And I'm going to go into my liner. Okay, her liner goes really upwards that way. So almost right up there. So I'm just going to join everything to this point here. Okay, my eyes look really a bit crazy, but never mind. Okay, just going to leave that for now. Just going to continue to bring this in down the nose a little bit. And now, let's cut this crease. Okay, very big rounded crease. Okay, and next, number 4 on my list, okay, after Drag Race Down Under, is the amazingness that is Carmen Farala. Okay, Carmen Farala from Drag Race España, she has really won me over completely, especially in 2 weeks ago. They were doing the Selena runway, okay, and she gave Dovima Nurmi her outfit and didn't even say anything and made an entire outfit from scratch. Okay, she is really a queen, an amazing queen. She's I really think she's probably going to win this whole season. Okay, she's gorgeous, a team player, cute as a boy. I think Carmen Farala is going to win. I think Sagittarius is going to do very well. Okay, she is a gorgeous queen. She's going to be the Aquaria of Europe, I guess, of the EU. Poopy Poison is a big mess. I think she really is only there because they promised she would go all the way to the end without doing very much. I mean, I guess her personality is great for talking hits and everything, but I think they really struggled to give her a win. So I'm just using my Clown White Light, which is a really heavy-duty white cream. Yeah, and also on Drag Race España, Killer Queen has a pretty interesting trajectory. Okay, she is a doctor. Okay, so relatable content. She is a little bit awkward, but I think that's what makes it so endearing also. Killer Queen, when she won that week, it was really a deserved win, okay? And since then, she's had so much more confidence, and I think she's a really, really interesting queen. I really hope she gets out this messy kind of drag, you know, her Dali look was a little bit messy, but was really, really conceptual. She has really good ideas, okay? And I think with some polish and everything, she's going to be an amazing queen. Okay, and hopefully she'll still get to be a doctor on the side. I'm going to fill those in off camera. I'll be right back. All right. It's bordering a little bit on Trixie. Okay, gotta be really careful. I really want to try to get this ketamine look down. Just gonna go into the rest of my face now. So the same, I'm gonna use the lighter creams in the middle. And ketamine's contour is super, super sharp. Oh, I had to take off a little bit of foundation there to adjust the eye shape. Okay, looking absolutely nuts. Let's see if I can fix this. But moving on to my number 3 in my list, Laganja Estranja on All-Star 6. All-Star 6 is quite exciting, okay? It's become a bit of a survivor, okay? You've got all these really interesting queens which you'll never really see on an All-Star season, like Serena Chacha and Jiggly Caliente. The two that I put at my top, but unfortunately were already sent home, but they're still the game within the game, whatever that is. Laganja Estranja coming in as a lip-sync assassin in episode 3, she stole the show. I think she stole the entire season, okay? She has such a glow-up. She is so confident in herself, and recently she has come out as trans, which is good for her. And so she is just, you know, living her life, and she comes in, breezes in, full of confidence, looking absolutely gorgeous, okay, and really won over everyone. I think she did an amazing job at the lip sync. Didn't give Trinity any chances at all. I've been actually following her career for a while, and she has really impressed me, okay? She is really dedicated to her craft. She does all these art shots with some of her photographer friends and everything, and she has always been really, really true to herself, I think. She's trying to come up with merch, with marijuana stuff and stuff like that, and I think she is actually, yeah, I think she's going to do very well. I don't think she needs to come back for All-Star 7 or anything like that, okay? She is really doing an amazing job by herself already. So I think she is going to be just fine. Going back my clown white, I'm gonna cut that cheek. Okay, yeah, so All-Star 6 so far, I've actually been enjoying All-Star 6 quite a lot. Okay, after Drag Race Down Under, I was wondering whether Drag Race had jumped a shark, and I was like completely losing interest. And Drag Race España, although I enjoy it, you know, reading subtitles is a little bit difficult, so I usually have to either watch it twice or I have to just try to understand the Spanish, which is a little bit, I'm getting there, okay, I think I learn languages quite fast, so I've been able to pick up some words, and I think I'm getting some of the idea without reading subtitles, but still, just watching an episode is completely different. So, you know, Drag Race All-Star 6 has really been filling that gap for me. Okay, so now I'm also going to be popping my highlights in the middle of my face here. Here. And now let's just powder that all. Yeah, so I'm still quite excited to see what this game within the game is going to be. I just have a feeling it's going to be probably like the last time when they had the queens come back and they lip sync for their place back in the competition, like in All Stars 4. It's coming together, okay? Still bordering a little bit on my Trixie Kimchi face, but hopefully I can ketamine it up. It just blends all the powders together. Okay, I'm just going to go in and finish dragging this nose contour down all the way. Yeah, and All-Star 6 is also bringing a lot of this really, really kind of messy drama, which is missing lately from a lot of the seasons. Okay, for example, we have Yara and Trinity voting for each other the first couple of episodes, okay, bring out these tension, and Trinity having this kind of a really, she is so much more confident, but at the same time, she's still very real, okay? She really gets into emotions, like the time she came in and asked why nobody's congratulating her, okay? And, of course, the whole parking lot scene with Jiggly running into the car park to be in her feelings, a bit like how Mimi I'm First left in All Stars 1. So, you know, it's really been quite an interesting season, okay? I'm going to use a bit pink just to give myself a little bit of color here. I'm going to the under eye of the brown. Okay, just going underneath that white which I laid down earlier. Okay, the reference picture I'm using is the one where she's picking her nose, so you know, hopefully all the proportions and everything are still right. So basically for that eye, I'm just going to go in the outer corner, pack it on there, and drag it underneath. Hopefully that's ketamine enough. Okay, and number 2 on my list is all the Drag Race extraneous stuff that's coming on. Not just the Drag Race franchise, but all sorts of other things that Drag Race queens are involved in. Okay, Wow Presents itself is doing a whole bunch of new shows, okay? It's doing like this Queen of the Universe singing competition, which I wish I could join. And, but I'm probably not good enough. And also, this dating show, which they just put out this call on Instagram. And of course, all the different Drag Race franchises. There's going to be Drag Race Italia, probably Drag Race Canada Season 2 coming up, Drag Race UK Season 3 coming up. And, you know, it's just really so much Drag Race. That's why, you know, I don't think I can review every single one, okay? I just do not have the time unless I do this, just stop and do this full time. Okay, I'm going to contour my face now. I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo. These are really good for, you know, bronzing and contouring. I'm going to be using the light first, a cooler shade. I'm going to grab the warmer color. I'm just going to bring my cheek up a little bit here, okay, because ketamine does this kind of a, almost like a marionette kind of a puppet look. So I'm just going to bring the contour up a little bit here, okay. Going in the bronze medium, this darkest, quite warm shade. I'm going to use this to deepen up the contour a little bit. Not only is Wow Presents doing stuff, but there's so much other Drag Race stuff coming up. Out TV in Canada is doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, there's From Katya with Love, which is Katya's dating show. That's going to be demented, I think. They're doing this house challenge with Peppermint, Crystal, and Barbada, a Canadian drag queen, where they have drag houses that compete against each other. Okay, We're Here is doing season 2 with Eureka, Bob the drag queen, and Shangela. There's this other show called Translation, where Peppermint, Sonique, Jiggly, and Carmen Carrera are just basically having this roundtable view type thing, talking about trans issues. Manel Luzon is going to the Philippines to host Drag Den. Okay, Blue Hydrangea is hosting Stitch Planet in the UK, which is making your own outfits kind of a challenge. Yeah, so we are going to be drowning in drag content, and I think of course season 14 has finished filming already. So you know, we really have. I'm going to be super spot for choice. Okay, using my Juvia's Place blush, this one here, actually both. Okay, just going to go back in and snatch that nose a little bit. Okay, while I do my lips. Okay, so Kitamin's lips, she has very distinct black line lips, okay, and a light color inside. So I'm going to be lining it with my Makeup Forever pencil. Let's get her shape right. I usually like to go a little bit an S shape, okay, so that my lip looks pouty, but she doesn't. She goes straight down. I think that's kind of a lip shape. Okay, and I'm going to fill that in with, I think, a pink lip. Okay, I'm just going to use this smashed up Jeffree Star lipstick. Okay, is it very ketamine? Kind of. Okay, and so my number 1 about the Drag Race universe right now is International All-Stars coming, and one of the contestants is rumored to be Pangina Heels. The host of Drag Race Thailand. Okay, she's one of my favorite queens in all the whole world. Okay, some people say I look like her when I'm not wearing this makeup. Hopefully she does well, okay, but it's going to be so amazing to get her onto an international stage and, you know, bump up the visibility of Drag Race Thailand and also Asian queens as well. So hopefully she will do very well, or at least impress people enough to, you know, become a worldwide superstar. I'm so proud of Pangina. I mean, I guess this is all like under wraps, but you know, it's all conjecture, allegedly. I think I'm almost done. I'm just going to throw on some lashes and a contact, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Alright, I guess this is the finished look. I do have this inflatable wig which my friend Bobby lent me, but there's a leak in it, so as soon as I pump it up, it starts to deflate. So I'm just going to have to pump this up quickly and put it on so you can see the ketamine. And there, my ketamine look. It's quite cute, I guess. It is starting to deflate already, so I gotta talk fast. Alright, so this is my ketamine tribute, and congratulations ketamine for winning the Drag Race Down Under. I think Carmen Farella's gonna win Drag Race España, and All Star 6, I'm calling it for Eureka. Either Eureka, Sonique, or Trinity K. Bonet. Alright? And you know these Juvia's Place shade sticks, a whole bunch of them, they're actually pretty good. They're quite they're really creamy and they're quite buildable, so they did quite a good job. Okay, and I did almost my whole face with Manny's Lives of Drag palette, which is pretty good as well. And of course I'm wearing my huge fluffy Megamoth lashes. Ketamine I think wears similar things to this. Oh, this is starting to deflate already. Pump this up again. My face tape finally broke on that side. Yeah, so All-Star 6, probably gonna go to Eureka, Trinity, or Sonique. And I can't wait to see Pangina on International All-Stars. Okay, and this is the finished look. Ketamine for Drag Race Down Under. Alright, so before this deflates even more, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell for post notifications, alright? I think I'm going to do a nail tutorial soon for my last room tour. It's been highly requested, so I'll probably do that soon, alright? Alright, so I guess before this deflates, I'll see you next time. Bye! Jeez. See, it's already deflating. What a waste. I thought it'd be so cute. See, I taped this bit up, but it's still leaking. I think the seams are just leaking through the seams. Alright, don't forget to check out my other videos. I did a beauty room tour right there, and also get ready with me for the House of Miss Joachim collab, and a Meet the Queens at that. Alright, bye!